Hey, welcome to lunch. We're on 2 Chronicles chapter 26. And all the people of Yehuda took Uzziyahu, who was 16 years old, and set him up to reign instead of his father, Amaziahu. He built Elioth and restored it to Yehuda, after the sovereign slept with his fathers. Uzziyahu was 16 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Yekoliah of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of Jehovah, according to all that his father Amaziahu did. And he sought Elohim in the days of Zechariahu, who had understanding in the visions of Elohim. And while he sought Jehovah, Elohim made him prosper. And he went out and fought against the Philistines, and broke down the wall of Gath, and the wall of Yabneh, and the wall of Ashdod. And he built cities around Ashdod and among the Philistines. And Elohim helped him against the Philistines, and against the Arabians who lived in Gur Baal, and the Meunites. And the Ammonites gave gifts to Uzziyahu, and his name spread as far as the entrance of Mizraim, for he strengthened himself greatly. And Uzziyahu built towers in Jerusalem at the corner gate, and at the valley gate, and at the corner buttress, and strengthened them. And he built towers in the wilderness, and dug many wells, for he had much livestock, both in the low country and in the plain, farmers and vine dressers in the mountains and in Carmel, for he loved the soil. And Uzziah had an army of fighting men who went out to battle by divisions, according to the number on their roll as prepared by Yehiel, the scribe, and Maaseiyahu, the officer, under the hand of Hananiah, one of the sovereign's commanders. The total number of the clan chiefs of the mighty brave ones, who was 2,600, and under their hand was an army of 300, and 7,500 that fought with mighty power to help the sovereign against the enemy. And Uzziyahu prepared for them, for the entire army, shields and spears and helmets and body armor and bows and sling stones. And he made machines in Jerusalem, devised by skilled men, to be on the towers and the corners, to shoot arrows and large stones. And his name spread far and wide, for he was marvelously helped till he became strong. But when he became strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction, for he trespassed against Jehovah his Elohim by entering the Hechal of Jehovah to burn incense on the slaughter place of incense. And Azariahu the priest went in after him, and with him were 80 priests of Jehovah who were brave men. And they stood up against sovereign Uzziyahu and said to him, "It is not for you, Uzziyahu, to burn incense to Jehovah before the priests, the sons of Aharon, who are set apart to burn incense. Get out of the set-apart place, for you have trespassed, and there is no esteem to you from Jehovah Elohim." And Uzziyahu was wroth, and he had a censer in his hand to burn incense. And while he was wroth with the priest, leprosy broke out on his forehead before the priest in the house of Jehovah, beside the incense slaughter place. And Azariahu, the chief priest, and all the priests looked at him, and saw that he was leprous on his forehead, and they hurried him from there, and he also hurried to get out, because Jehovah had struck him. And sovereign Uzziyahu was a leper until the day of his death, and dwelt in a separate house, because he was a leper, for he was cut off from the house of Jehovah. And Jotham his son was over the sovereign's house, ruling the people of the land. And the rest of the acts of Uzziah, from the first to the last, the prophet Yeshayahu the son of Amoz wrote. So Uzziah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the field of the burial place, which belonged to the sovereigns, for they said, He is a leper, and Jotham his son reigned in his place.